All right, happy Tuesday. It is May 6th, and I am pretty much stuck in traffic. I'm headed home from PHP, and I just got out with my dietitian, which was really good. I really like her. I like my team. And I met with my therapist as well today. So, go team, go. One thing an assignment that I was given from my dietitian when I was in res was to write a thank you note to my bigger body and also a thank you note to my smaller body, because I've traveled in both, and so I'm gonna do that. I'm a bit anxious actually about doing that, and it's interesting because I started it while I was at res. Remember, I was sitting by the pool, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna do this, and I just started crying, and I started with my larger body, and I actually never got to my smaller body, but I started with the larger body, and I was kind of surprised by just the amount of thankfulness that I did have for that body. And gosh, that body really saved me. But anyways, we'll see. It'll definitely be a challenge and an exposure, but I think I'm gonna post my thank you notes to my larger body as well as smaller body on here. We'll see. Also, okay, the pellets are still here, and I'm telling you, the pellets will not be here tomorrow. I'm gonna hold myself accountable. They are not gonna be here. I'm tired of seeing them in this video. It makes me feel, I don't know, it makes me feel like I need to unpack just to get that out of here. But anyways, it is what it is. So, yeah, all in all, a good day. I will say the biggest difference that I'm feeling and have been feeling is the amount of energy that I have, which I could not be more thankful for. Last week I was so zonked, and I really did have some moments where I'm like, I don't know if I can do this. If this is how I'm gonna feel day in, day out on this drive and then doing PHP, I really did have moments of this is not sustainable. But now for me, it's just that mindset of, this is my job, this is what I need to focus on, this is top priority, and this is gonna set me up to get to where I wanna go, to walk out freedom. And to be able to walk it out so that I can help others walk it out, I feel like there's just so much potential, and I don't want to delay it anymore. I don't want to delay. I've delayed, enough, and I've thankfully I can really look at some of my detours, and I've picked up a lot of wisdom and a lot of knowledge, and I honestly genuinely think I'll be a better person as well as dietitian one day due to the fact that I have traveled the way that I have. Would I suggest it? No, but I genuinely do think in some ways I'll be equipped and suited for being a travel guide one day. But first, I'm traveling on my own journey. So yeah, I'm headed home. I set some goals with my dietitian. I also set some goals with my therapist, and I feel they're definitely doable, but they are challenging, which I guess that's kind of the point of a goal. And I'm still in retirement from working out, which in some ways it almost just felt like permission to relax. And I think in some ways I think I was kind of looking for that, because I am tired. I do have a lot going on, and honestly, when I get home, all I really want to do is snuggle with my puppies, and then there's part of me that's I have homework with PHP, and I also have life work, so there's plenty to do, and yeah, I don't think I need to be scurrying around like I had been. Yeah, so one group that we had today is called Function of Emotion, and I was asking questions how do you feel with loneliness, and how do you feel with anger, and how do you feel with sadness, and I was and what function do those emotions serve? Alright, so I'm coming out of pretty much a full day of programming. It was good. There's a lot of new people, and so that's been fun just to get to meet some new people. And I feel like today I'm gonna go to Hobby Lobby. I want to get, oh, it's so close to breaking, and I'm so dang sentimental. I do not want it to break, but this is from a bracelet from someone in Res, and then this bracelet is literally about to just like break off, and I keep my crochet counter on it, and I just don't, I don't want either to break. Also, my shirt is like the same color as my watch, and then my pants are like this color, so I rarely match, but I was matching today. Oh, one cool thing, so we did yoga for one of our groups. It was like, I think it was an hour, and this was really cool. I laid on that mat and I slept. I actually genuinely fell asleep, and that was so relaxing. I just like was like this on the mat, and I don't know, it just felt like exactly what I needed to do. Oh, traffic, it says 24 extra minutes. No. Man, that's okay. Happens. I will say, there's a big part of me that wants to grill out and just have a good night. Like, I want to get myself some flowers. I want to grill out. I want to get myself some string and just snuggle with some puppies. I mean, honestly, there are moments that I'm like, the fact that this is my life right now, I'm like, it's all right. It's all right. It's all good. And yeah, today I like was talking to my dietitian, and she was kind of asking about my background and stuff. I was like, oh yeah, actually it's in nutrition and dietetics, and it just felt powerful to. I feel like I used to be so embarrassed by that, the fact that I'm like calling it like being on this side of the table, but now I'm like, you know what, like therapists need therapists, doctors need doctors, future dietitians need dietitians, and for me it's just a humbling part of, it's just a part of my journey, a part of my story, and you know, I'm thankful to redeem it and to get on the other side of it and to walk this out. And I mean, for me, I can't think of something that would keep me more accountable than to be in the field one day. So that's pretty cool. I'm thankful for that. Also, kind of a recap on yesterday, or last night. One of my best friends spent the night last night, so we had to spend the night, and that was really fun. It was just good to catch up. We both slept on my couches downstairs, and that's where I've been sleeping. I've pretty much just moved in downstairs. Oof, I am in pretty much just standstill traffic. I'm on a highway, and yeah, it's just taking a minute, but I'm thankful. Like, I mean, I'm gonna get home, I'm gonna go snuggle with my pups and my big dogs, and just have a good night. So there is that to look forward to, and I'm thankful. I feel like my brain is kind of like spinning a bit, because there's so many things that I feel like I like want and need to figure out, and then there's just a part of me that's like, just do right here now. And it's hard because there's such a balance, because I am someone who likes to avoid things, and so there's this balance of wanting to push myself and ask myself, wow, plane literally just flew over me. That is a big plane. I'm like right next to the airport. But yeah, I think there's a really big balance of wanting to like not get too comfortable, and I think there are some things I've been avoiding that I'm like, Jenny, you need to get it done. There's some things I can't handle and can't control. And I say this a lot to myself. I'm like, inaction is the breeding ground for anxiety. And so when I don't do stuff, when I'm avoiding things, it piles on and piles on and piles on. And then I'm like, no, this is too much. I can't do all of this. And it's like, oh, if I would have just, done the little things throughout the entire process, like I wouldn't be in this position. And it feels like the same problem I have with a room. Like, dear Lord, I cannot keep a room clean to save my life. Like, my bedroom, it's chaotic. It's like a tornado went by. And I really do admire the people that have this, like, ability to keep their room and space just so tidy and organized. I appreciate it. I'm like, I don't know. I so I so admire those people, and I think I can have that. I proved to myself I can have that, because when I was in res, I was able to maintain that, and now it's coming back to it. I left a space that was chaotic and coming back into it, and feeling like I don't have the energy. It's hard to like kind of undo it and start over, but I want to. I genuinely want to. And I think I'm just gonna have to kind of pare it back, being like, leave something better than you found it. And it's interesting because I feel like at a lot of my goals, like nutritionally as well as therapeutically, it's actually like really fighting my all or nothing thinking, because for me, I really do find myself wanting it to be like all in, all the way. And then I like, oh, my glasses. You know what? This would actually be quite helpful. Yeah. Yeah, but I find myself wanting to go in all the way, and then now I'm having to kind of pare it back, being like, what is actually realistic? Like, where can you meet yourself where you're at? And like, how do I do that? And that is hard, but that is like my biggest thing. It's like, I want maintenance. I want to live a simple and balanced life, and I'm really far from that right now. I feel like my pendulum swings so far to both sides, and so yeah, I do feel that. Wow, I'm looking at like what's in front of me is just stopped traffic. Like I'm inching